Hello, welcome to another knitting lesson. Today we're doing stockinette stitch and we're learning how to do stripes at the same time. So when we're all said and done, it'll look something like this. So I'll go through a little bit of explanations later. First I'm going to show you how we do this and then we'll kind of talk about it. So I've got two yarns that I'm working right now. I've got a silver and I've got a purple. And I'm working 2 rows of each. So I already did 1 row of silver. I'm going to show you the second row and then we'll kind of talk about it a little bit. So stockinette stitch, if you look at it, it's got these nice little V's here. Each of those V's is a stitch. It's like this row right here, this column is all these V's up to this stitch. So today we have 6 stitches. And if you're working stockinette stitch and the V's are facing you, you're going to knit. We'll look at the back. The back is bumpy, like the garter stitch was. If this is facing you, you're going to work purl stitches. So right now we have the stockinette facing us. This is the right side. This would be the wrong side. So we're just gonna knit 1 row. Nice and slow, just like how we learned before. Up, around. All right, so there's our row. So we still have 6 stitches, perfect. And now we have 2 rows of each color. So for color changing, if the color changes are going to be always on the same side and you only need to do a few rows, what you can do is carry the color up. So instead of snipping each time to change color, you can just leave the other color kind of hanging, and then when you want to work the next row, you'll just carry it up. You want to make sure that the first stitch you work after you carry up is a little bit looser than how you normally would work, because you have to have a little bit of slack here for it to jump up. If you did it really tight every single time, your work will kind of crunch up on the side because it doesn't have enough wiggle room. So you want to make sure you just do it a little bit looser. So for this row, the wrong side is facing us, so we're going to purl. And we're doing 2 rows of each color, so it's time to do some purple. So for knitting, when you switch colors on a new row, you don't have to do anything special. You finish the row in your first color, and then you just start the next row in the next color. So we're going to purl. So we're going to go in. I'm going to grab my purple, and we're going to just purl. So go around, up, in, around, oops, up, and we're just going to work down this way here. All right, so I finished that row. So I still have 6 stitches, and now you can see that I've changed my color. So I have 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. So I'm going to have to do 1 more row. So the nice V flat side, right side is facing me, so I'm going to knit this row. All right, so now I've worked 2 rows in purple. So then we have nice stripes going on. If you were doing something where the stripes were an odd number, so 3 stripes, 3 stripes, 3 stripes, then you wouldn't really be able to carry the yarn because it would be on the opposite side. So in that sense, or in that instance, you'd have to snip it and start anew. So you'd have lots of tails at the end to weave in. But if you're doing something that's an even number and it's not a whole lot, you wouldn't want to do it if you have to work, 5 inches or so, because the tail would just be very, very, very long, and it would be more likely to either snag on something or pull the fabric. So if it's only a few rows, you can carry the yarn up. So that is how you work stockinette stitch and how you make stripes. See you next time.